without Tim today. Bless him, he's at a funeral, so I hope all goes as well as it can. But Andrew is the co-host today. So hi, Andrew. Do you want to tell everybody what's in store today?
We're going to check in. But Sam's up is a good day.
Yeah.
Not too bad. And Sam's going is very bad.
Okay, well, let's have a look then at everybody now. So, well, we know Steve's had a good day because he's played table tennis. I've had a good day because I've done my 5K. Pippa's okay. It's been all right. Yes, we're looking all right. Yeah, happy Women's Day to all. Well done, Susie. Happy International Women's Day. Yeah, I'm going to talk a bit about that later. So that's exciting. Yes, that's good, Tonks. Everyone looks well. Lenore's got biscuits in her background, so that's always good. Right, what's next then, Tonks? Let's crack.
Chris just came on. So we've got current fitness back in his build skills with Chriso.
Yay! Right, Chriso. He's there, aren't you? Now you've chosen a great song for this, haven't you?
Thank you. I just want to let everyone know, and popping you, Tonk, I'm going to introduce this song. The song is by the same band, and it's Dance the Night Away. So if you want to stand up.
Yeah, Nick, is that all right?
Yeah, but you'll need to make me a
Oh,
host.
no, I need to make you a host. So
I'll share screen.
I'm not as
you can take me off as host.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can all see each other dancing. I should do some shadow play, really. I'll do some pretend.
Okay, should start now.
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Hello and welcome to the quiz. Do you remember we had a lady on talking about fair trade? Well, this gave me an idea for a quiz. The theme is cakes. I actually made a bakeware tart Tuesday just gone and it tasted lovely.
Yum.
All you have to do is guess a picture and the theme is cakes. There will be 6 questions. Please can you put them in the chat? Who will be helping me today? It will be Steve Davis. The reason why I have chosen Steve is because he makes cakes. Picture 1. What is this cake?
All right, put it in the chat, guys, and Steve's going to call out. Unmute yourself, Steve, because you're the... Oh, can Steve unmute himself? I think we've got
Liz
lots
was
of
right.
answers there. Who's got it right, Steve?
I think Liz has. Although you could have
think
added
I'm
something
frozen.
extra to it, couldn't you? I reckon
I
it's
was,
Madeira.
I was that one, yes.
There might be lemon in it.
It's a crystal
There
cake.
is.
Oh,
Is it lemon drizzle then in the end?
Yeah,
Right. It did look like a Madeira as well, though, because you can't tell the flavour, can you?
no you can't.
Not
oh my
What is
favourite,
this?
Fran.
everyone's
What-
right. Everyone's
What is
right.
this cake?
Yeah. I think Madeira, coconut. It could be any of those.
Oh no, can you tell me
It's
who's
not
done it in the
Dundee.
chat, Steve?
It's-
Can you
it's
tell
not
me who's...
Dundee. Dundee has to have almonds. Oh, this one.
Can-
Oh,
can
that
you
one,
tell-
sorry.
A real life.
I think, yeah. Any more?
No, it's fruit cake.
Yeah,
Okay.
fruit loaf or tea loaf. Yeah, I think either of those is acceptable. Yeah, that's good.
What is this cake?
Oh,
Ooh.
crumbs.
This is a tester.
That's a hard one. Not sure.
Lemon meringue cake. Lemon meringue.
No, it's not the maroon.
It's vanilla.
Oh,
Vanilla.
vanilla cake.
Oh, I think a couple of people for vanilla, didn't they? Liz
Yeah.
did.
What
It's
is
a-
this cake?
Oh, I can tell that one.
Who was the
Alexis and
fastest?
Nickie know what they're talking about. That's
What is
getting
it,
my
Teresa?
belly cake. Pippa, that is not an official name.
What is it, Teresa?
I
Give
think
me
there's-
cake.
Is it chalk? Is it chocolate?
Yes,
Some
it
people are not
is.
taking this
What
seriously.
is this cake? I can't remember.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's
Oh.
coffee and sweet-corn cake.
I think so. I'm not sure.
it could be toffee.
I think it is, yeah.
It looks
Last
quite.
of all, what
Oh,
is
that's-
this cake?
Oh, that does look
Ooh.
edible, doesn't it?
Mm.
Does.
I'm not sure it's strudel because strudel has to have that phyllo pastry, isn't it?
Is it an
Yeah.
apple cake? Just an apple
It's
cake?
an apple cake.
Yeah, apple cake.
Oh. I would eat
Here
all
are the
those, Fran.
answers.
I would
You'd
eat
eat all the
every one of
answers.
those.
Oh.
Right.
Oh, you made me hungry, Fran.
Next week's quiz is a mystery quiz.
That's why it's Virgo calorie with Alexis and Nickie.
Yeah, and I just give them, God, making everyone co-host today. There we go.
Brilliant. Hi, everybody.
Welcome
Hi,
into-
everyone.
Right. Can everybody see that?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. Brilliant. Ready?
Yep. Okay, this week I've been busy trying to make friends.
We were trying to make the paper chain of people. I'm failing miserably.
Thank you for your great photos. We have 14 participants and I'll be showcasing in the following categories: composition, technique, and people.
Ready?
Yep. So here we have Lenora with no people, which I think is an interesting take on the task that was set. I don't know where the theatre is. I don't know if it's Brighton Theatre, but I do like the blur. For some reason, it really sort of makes it, and the gorgeous red chairs leading up to halfway through the balcony. And I think this is a really interesting take, Lenora. So you should be really pleased with it. Ah, here's a couple up to having a quick fag. This is Liz's, and I really like this in as much as that, you know, you've got the two standing right in the middle of the photograph, both one holding a cigarette up, one having a quick drag, not doing their Strava run by the looks of it. And it's just a really sort of joyous photo. I assume it was taken in Kemp Town. I might be totally wrong. Usually am, but it's a very strong image, and it's kind of what I was really sort of thinking about when I saw different people doing different things, and sort of ignoring the camera as well. I mean, I think you've done very well there, Liz, to sort of take that picture without anyone sort of really noticing. So well done, Liz. Fran, I think this is a really good take on the task that was set, in as much as that you've taken some of the zoom and show you've got 8 people there. You've got them all with different faces, doing different things. It just shows what people do differently when they're on Zoom, and a very, very good idea, really strong idea. So again, well done, Fran. Really good stuff.
Well, I'll just say Christo's in it as well.
We
Yeah.
saw him starring in it.
Now, Lucy, I think this is a great portrait of Susie. He looks like an old master.
What do you mean, an old master?
An old master. The light all coming from.
You mean a painting?
A painting, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
The colours are gorgeous. I like the fact that you put "Love You, Susie" on the side there. The way you've centered the shot, made it right in the middle. I don't know. I think it's got a real. Sorry, it's gonna have a drink of water. Oh, brilliant! Thank you, Nickie. And I think that it's very, very strong. And I think, Lucy, you just get better and better every week. So really well done. Jez, this is very recent, and we've got a story from Jez about this. These people have just come up a really big hill, I think, and we're having a rest. I really like the woman's face at the beginning of the laughing away there, the guy behind looking a bit tired, and the 2 people in the background having a bit of a rest as well. The lighting is gorgeous with the shadows coming in from the side, and the way the road leads away to the side as well, the track. So I think that it's got all the elements that I was after when I set the task. You know, people doing different things. I don't know if you asked permission. I assume you do, by the laughter of the person to the. I know it's very, very difficult to go, and we can only go a certain distance from people at the moment. But again, I think it's a really, really strong shot. So well done, Jez.
Deep breath.
Harry, Harry and his brother, and this is a joyful shot, really, really good. And if you look just behind, there's also a photo with a family photograph on the mantelpiece as well. So you've sort of got a double family going on there. I really like the expressions, and I like the shadow behind Harry's shoulder as well. It really sort of accentuates the flash technique that you've used off of the camera, which is something I'm really pleased to use, because it's something that we covered lots and lots of months ago. So really good shot, Harry. Well done. Teresa. Now, I really like this shot. I think the way that the machine dwarfs, you know, makes them much smaller, the people in underneath, and just shows how big the machinery is. You've got action. It frames the people perfectly. the arm of the plant machine, heavy plant machinery. The sky is gorgeous. It could be just a tiny bit lighter, but judging by the day, it looks like it was quite a dark day as well. I think that it's a particularly strong shot, and the straight horizon, which I should have said straight away, shouldn't I? Let me just also add that horizons don't necessarily have to be straight, but I think they have to be really wonky or straight, not this sort of one that's just a little bit off. And this works perfectly, Teresa. So well done on this shot. Chris O. Now here we have a great shot of some people taking their dogs out for a walk. My only thing I would say, Chris O, because this is such a great shot, is there's a bit too much grass in the foreground, in the front, perhaps. And if you could have got a bit closer, I know again it's very, very difficult, then it would have really accentuated, would have shown up more the people walking their dogs. But saying that, it's a really strong shot. It shows what people are up to, and the line across, you've got the line of the hills, the line of the grass, and then the people taking their dogs for a walk. So Chris, really well done.
Really well done.
Serena. I photographed the chap in the front, actually. I think he gets in everything, but he seems to be enjoying himself. I think this is fantastically composed. No one's interrupting each other. No one's in each other's way. So you can see everyone's face, bar the masks. I really like the expression of the man sitting down. I like everyone's expression, which is bizarre, sort of, with the fact that they've got face masks on. But you still get a sense with this shot of what people are sort of thinking or maybe thinking, which is probably, oh, hurry up, I'm cold, I'm in a queue here. But it's a really, really well composed photograph, really well put together. So brilliant stuff, Serena. Andrew, I think this is great. I know you're a long, long way away from the people walking away, but I think it adds to this has atmosphere, this shot. It has a sense of distance. It has a sense of sort of, the largeness of the surroundings and how small people can become amongst them. You have there's 4 trees, but there's 3 main trees to the right-hand side as you look at the shot, and then you've got the 2 people, and I think and then the other trees on the other side, and I think they're framed perfectly and right in the middle there. So Andrew, apart from your brilliant co-hosting, I think this is a great photo. So well done, Andrew.
Well done.
Thank you.
Steve D. Right, I really like this shot. It's a way round photographing somebody else, but it has detail in the shadow, which is a really hard thing to do. You've got the grass showing through in the shadow.
Is that a hard thing to do?
Yes, it is quite. Yeah, especially if you're printing. I think that it's got an element of spookiness as well, and you have put together a shot that I think makes you look twice as well. It makes you wonder what's going on, and it's very strong. It is very, very strong, and the colors are, well, color, but there are 2 colors involved, are really I think it's just a very strong shot. I don't know what's going on your sort of feet, but they're very interesting shoes by the looks of it.
But they work both ways.
Yeah.
On the leg and the shadow, they're really cool.
Yeah, I think it's a great photo. Very arresting, very, very striking. Sorry. Susie, very, very brave shot, very difficult shot, photographing into the heavy light there coming up, the people on the hill. I assume it's either very early morning or very late, as the sun is setting. You've got the gorgeous line of light coming from the sun going across the picture, the 3 people on the top, the fantastic use of space, all that sky. Very, very brave. Particularly brave photograph, I think, to take, and very, very difficult, and very well spotted. So technique wise, I think this is fantastic. So really well done, Susie. Pippa. Now, Pippa obviously has recreated the very famous photograph that was, I think it's from the Empire State Building when it was being built.
It's the Rockefeller Center, 19.
Oh, it's the Rockefeller Center.
Yeah.
It's a very famous photograph. I can't remember who it's by.
I'm not sure that anybody knows. I think it's just recognised. It's called Lunch Atop a Skyscraper.
Yeah.
1932, but I don't think they could work out who took it.
Amazing.
Yeah, I mean, just the the sheer nonchalance, the sheer kind of
They're just relaxed.
casualness, very high up, just having their sandwiches. I think health and safety would have something to say. And then the brilliant sort of modern day copy of the underneath of the three lads having their break. And I particularly like the fact that you've got the scaffolding pole going across there, just like the pole in the photograph. I think this is a really, really good photograph. And did you ask their permission, Pippa?
I did, yes. This was in the summer and there's builders next door. So it was quite difficult having building going on all through the summer, but they were actually nice people. And I walked past and they were sitting, and it just, the top picture just came straight in my head, and I started to laugh, and I said, "Oh, you remind me of that classic picture. Can I take your photo?" And they went, "All right," they love.
Oh, brilliant. Well, that's what I really like about this, the fact that you've obviously asked them, and which is a very difficult thing to do, to go and ask people that you don't know, to complete strangers.
I think the one on the left sucked his belly, the other two just relaxed with it.
Yeah. So I think this is a really strong double image, and also very, very good to remember that famous photograph and to bring it into a sort of modern day setting. So really well done. And D, this is fantastic. Really close in, obviously taken a few years ago, but it doesn't detract from the fantastic three quarters on the nature of the photograph, the woman's face, the lines, the nose ring, the earring, the colors. I think this is so strong, and again, exactly what I was looking for. I think so. Really well done, D. And the shots that best fit the categories are, for composition, we have Pippa and we have Serena. I just think that these two are so well composed. So I mean, if we've already heard from,
is there anything else to add?
Is there anything else to add, Pippa? No. If we could hear from Serena.
Oh, this was at the food hub just around the corner from me. So I knew they're going to be there Thursday, so I went round there and and I asked them if I could take a photograph and that, and then I just sort of bent down, got the angle sort of from low. The guy sitting, but actually the guy is quite a well-known chap, isn't he? The one sitting down.
Yeah.
He always comes to talk to me when I'm doing an exhibition at the library, so so it's nice to have a little chat with him and that. But they're all waiting.
I like the fact that you got down and took it from a different angle rather than just holding it as sort of eye line. It really works.
Yeah.
It really.
I tried it high up, but it didn't. It looked more powerful from below.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good stuff. And the guy in the foreground, I think, is banned from quite a few places, if I remember.
Oh, is he?
Correctly, yeah.
Oh, moving on.
Moving on, yeah. Technique-wise, I think it has to be Susie. I just think it's so brave, and the use of the light totally into the camera.
So let's hear from Susie.
So let's hear from Susie.
Oh, I'm very surprised. Thank you. I love the sky, and I spotted them silhouetted, and I just had to take it. Of course, I took quite a few, but this is the one I sent in.
Yeah.
Did you use any kind of special setting on your phone, or did you just point and shoot?
No, I didn't use any special setting on my phone at all. That was the colours. It was very, very beautiful that evening. really beautiful. And that's the sort of special moments I love in lockdown.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
I think it's really brave, and the use of the space above the people is just, it just really accentuates them as well. I know that sounds really weird because it makes them smaller, but it has something about it. It's really got something about it. It's got a fantastic atmosphere. So I think you should be really proud of this one.
Thank you. I am proud. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. It's like a film. Sensational.
And for people, we have Dee. I just think it's.
Is she not on?
Is Dee not
No,
on?
she just texted me to say she's at the allotment because it's such a beautiful day and she's got delayed, but she'd be thrilled. When I text her back, I'll tell her.
Oh.
So when Dee sent this in, she said it was on holiday in India. She asked this woman if she could take her photo, and the woman thought it was absolutely hilarious that anyone would possibly want to take a photo of her.
Yeah, and I think it's this bravery shown comes out in the sereneness of the subject's face, and the fact that Dee asked and got such a good result. And hopefully when we're more out of lockdown, or even totally out of lockdown, people can get closer and take such strong portraits. It just shows what can be achieved if you have some people who just say no, but other people just think it's funny, and why would you want me to take my photo? Yes, please. And this is one of those photos, these times when it's really worked. And
it's funny, Alexis, when you go to, I remember going to Hong Kong, China, and seeing people and wanting to take their photo, and they say, no, you'll capture my soul if you take my photo. They really believe that, and they will refuse to let you take their photo because they think you're going to steal their soul.
Right. I mean, I just very quickly, Nick, I traveled a lot and used to do quite a lot of travel photography. And one of the things to do to sort of disarm people, which I used to practice quite a lot, which is I'm quite good at doing anyway, is to sort of walk around. People look at you slightly with mistrust and do something, smile all the time. And also I used to pretend that I tripped up. And immediately people just think you're a fool with a camera, and then they're far more likely to let you take their picture because they're not threatened by you. They just think you're a bit of a twit. And it works as well. So
tricks to the trade.
Tricks of the trade. Yeah, I won't go on any further because obviously time's of the essence, but yeah, that's a good one. If you ever want to sort of take someone's photo, is to make them feel unthreatened.
Brilliant. Now, Chris, though, do you want to help us with next week's theme?
Is Chris around?
Right. Yeah, I'm here. Hi. Yes, next week it's all about spring. It can be a spring flowers in the vase, spring flowers blossom or green shots outside. Look out for signs of spring, bird building nests, etc. And if you want to take a great shot, if you can, and send them to Alexis and Nickie at the weekend on Monday, and I'll check them with Alexis and Nickie on Monday morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris. And if I could just add about spring, is obviously we got a picture of flowers here. It doesn't have to be of spring flowers. It can just be something. It can be people out for a walk. Now that the weather's getting, well, it has been quite cold, hasn't it? But I think it's going. There's a few rainy days coming up, but I know tomorrow is about 11 degrees and very sunny.
Anything that suggests
spring
to you.
Yeah, people are doing different things now, and it's that suggestion. I know it might seem quite a difficult one to start with, but also if people can remember to use all the kind of elements that we've gone through, the lighting like Serena, or the angle like Serena got down and took her shot, or the use of space like Susie, then it would be great. So
hopefully that's a good theme for you guys.
Yeah. Let's celebrate spring.
Yeah,
lovely.
Definitely.
Well done, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Teresa, you're going to say something about International Women's Day?
Yeah, I am.
Start with that, and then I'll do that one. Because we've got a double whammy today.
I'm going to do and it's lovely. I noticed that Nora and Susie put it in the chat. It's International Women's Day, you may well know. And I just want to share with you, this is Alexis and Nickie, be pleased with me here. I have learned how to make a little collage, and I've made 2 little collages. I was just thinking how amazing the women are at the club. Of course, you men are amazing as well, but just to celebrate. So look, I made a couple of little collages, and I apologise, I didn't have a photo of Susie and Lucy to put on there, but some of our amazing people at the club. We've got Serena, Helen, Dee there, Lenora, Antonia, lovely little Jodie, and Sylvia, who we miss on our lady session. And there's the next one, which is the lovely Liz. There's Sandy and all her kit, and Pippa. Pippa, look at that outside when we were out on the level. So yeah, the theme of this year's International Women's Day was choose to challenge. So I did a little tweet earlier, and I just put, I choose to challenge women out there to join Brighton Table Tennis Club, because it's such an amazing atmosphere and all the fab stuff that goes on. So that was the challenge that I set. So yeah, I think that was the sort of main theme, wasn't it? So I've learned how to make collages. So I was quite pleased.
I wonder if I should show you the carousel one, because there's a picture of me.
Is there? You've got a collage as well. Oh, we'll find it in a minute, Fran. And then shall we go on to Liz's poetry? And if you can find it, then you can share it. That'd be brilliant.
Okay, thank you. There are 2 poems today. One is for International Women's Day, and the other one also could be sort of connected. But this first one is specifically, but it requires you, I think everybody probably knows the nursery tale, the fairy tale, the Grimm's fairy tale of Rapunzel, the young woman who was in the tower with the very long hair, and she was locked in there and she wasn't allowed to escape, and she was hoping the prince would climb up her hair and come and rescue her. Okay, it's a happy ending in the story, which is not always the case with the Brothers Grimm. But this is called Advice to Rapunzel by a woman called Jan Dean. Okay, so think about Rapunzel in her tower with her long hair, thinking, I'm trapped, I can't get out, the witch is going to get me, the prince isn't going to come, what am I going to do? Okay, so it's called Advice to Rapunzel, and I think this is my choose to challenge encouragement. Ooh. Advice to Rapunzel: sort yourself out. Don't hang around for someone else to rescue you. Give yourself a trim. Pick up the scissors, it's not rocket science. Make a rope ladder, twist one, plait one, improvise. Use your head for more than growing hair. Escape. Secure the ladder. Shimmy down it and leg it. Don't look back. Get clean away. Vamoose. Stay loose and learn your lesson. Staying put beneath the tyrant's thumb is dumb.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, women do it.
I love that one, Keith.
Okay, we'll put that in the chat. It's fun, isn't it? I like that. Okay, so when I talked to Chris last week, he said, would I do poetry to do with Mothering Sunday? So that the challenge is for you to write a poem for next week and then share it on the Monday. But I've reversed it a little bit, because some people, like myself included, my mother's dead and some people don't have their mums around. So I've reversed it so that you will be asked to dedicate a poem to someone you care about. And for many of you, it will be your mum, but it might not be. It might be somebody else you really care about. But I've reversed the idea as well, because it's not about to the mum. This is a poem about a mum, but it could equally be a dad. It's about parenthood, but a mum who is called to a daughter leaving home. And what she does in the poem is strange, because clearly her daughter is leaving home to go to university or going to a job or leaving the town or whatever. But she's remembering when her daughter was 8. And she remembers when her daughter was 8. And if you listen carefully, you realise that the daughter at 8 on her bike is doing things that are already about becoming independent and not needed the protection and the focus of the parent or the mum. Okay, I think you'll understand it. So it's about a daughter leaving home older, but she's remembering when the daughter was 8 on a bike and how she suddenly remembers that actually her daughter doesn't need her as much as she used to, and she's going to have to get used to it. Okay, it's called To a Daughter Leaving Home. It's by Linda Paston. When I taught you at 8 to ride by, sorry, a bit of feedback somewhere.
Yeah, no, it's all right, Andrew.
Okay.
I'm going to mute you. Andrew, can you
Andrew,
mute yourself?
on mute.
Sorry. When I taught you at 8 to ride a bicycle, loping along beside you as you wobbled away on 2 round wheels, my own mouth rounding in surprise when you pulled ahead down the curved path of the park, I kept waiting for the thud of your crash as I sprinted to catch up, while you grew smaller, more breakable with distance, pumping for your life, screaming with laughter, the hair flapping behind you like a handkerchief, waving goodbye.
Oh.
So we've reversed it a little bit there. So the challenge for next week is to dedicate a poem, can be to your mum, but it could be somebody that you care about and you just want to make a dedication of a poem to them. Okay, thank you.
Oh, love that, Liz. And actually, while we're on that, Serena, do you want to announce the show on Wednesday? Because again, equally, your cards don't have to be for Mother's Day, do they? It could be for anybody special that you want to send them. But Serena's kindly doing an art show. So Serena, do you want to say a bit?
Yeah, I can show you.
Oh, I think you've gone, Serena.
While Serena's doing that, shall I show you the photo?
Yeah, go on then. You share us your.
So today they put this up, and this is me when I did carousel chorus last Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's what they were doing, wasn't it? Put your hand up for Choose to Challenge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant, Fran. Thanks for showing us that. Serena, are you there again? No, Serena seems to have frozen. But anyway, I have sent it in the chat. So 5 o'clock on Wednesday, if you'd like to join me and Serena will be teaching you how to paint beautiful cards. And it's always such a lovely show. I know, like Lenore and Susie comes on and we have a lovely time. So we come back if Serena does pop back on. So Andrew, what's next?
Next one is the Strava of the week. Challenge week.
Yeah, so Pedro and Tim couldn't be here. So luckily I texted them and found out who it is. So first of all,
Serena's back.
Lovely. Thanks, Fran. We'll ask you in a minute. The Strava hero of the week was Lucas Bradbury. So really well done, Lucas. Most of you on here do know Lucas, and he's been working incredibly hard, almost going out every day, hasn't he, Nick?
Yeah.
And walking.
Good for him.
So we'll text him later and tell him well done. And then Pedro chose this week for the, it was like a juggling skills, Pedro's table tennis challenge. And he had long thoughts about it. He said the videos, particularly that Susie and Lenora sent him, were of course amazing, but we know how amazing they already are at juggling. So actually this week's winner was Serena, because Serena actually started from scratch and teaching herself. So well done, Serena. I think you're back on now, Serena. Are you there? Can you hear us?
I was very surprised at winning that. Okay. I must have pressed the leave button by accident. So I flipped the camera. So we're just doing these sort of cards.
Lovely,
where you actually can we put the paint on and then squash it on, and it will make a sort of symmetrical image. So it'll be like the butterfly, and then we cut them out. We just outline it so they can be put on a background of any type. So it's up to you if you want to prepare backgrounds and that, but you can cut out a stencil.
Brilliant.
And then
and or get it from the internet, and then cut a butterfly, and then just have a couple of backgrounds, or I can show you how to do your backgrounds and that. So it's just a simple little thing for a Wednesday. That's a little picture.
Show.
Oh, there's Sophie.
Hey, Sophie. Hello, everyone. Say hello to Sophie. Wonderful to see you. Good to see you.
That's right. We're going to Nick, please, for the capture competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, magic. Can I just ask Liz a question? Can I just clarify something about the poetry?
Go for it, Nick.
Yes,
So,
Nick.
Liz, are there actually two concurrent competitions going on? Two possibilities. You've got the advice.
Well, actually, I hadn't thought that, but yes, you could. You could do a choose to challenge one, or you could do. Yeah, I'm very happy with that because we weren't expecting it, and then we suddenly thought, oh, we've got to recognise it. So choose to challenge one or a dedication one. Or if you're clever, you might even manage both.
Ah, that's your forte. Okay, can I share screen, please?
Yes, Nick, have I made you?
Yeah, of course I can. Yeah.
Yeah, I've already made you.
Right, so I need to share basic. Here we are. Okie dokie. This old, right. So here we are. So I asked you to send to me, and the problem is, I have to admit, is that I probably lost a few of them because I got sent them quite early on, and like that's about 1,000. So what I'm going to do is go back to actually putting them in the caption competition chat. I think will be easier to collate them. Anyway, so these are the ones I could find, and have a look at the picture. So typical that it went wrong. But anyway, right, here goes then. Here are all of the winning competitions, and I'm going to end with the last, which is the winner. Okay, so these are the runners up. From Serena, the man saying, the rule is you're not getting in my car without a face mask, mate. Not bad. And now I've got to give you some background because quite a few people referenced Peppy, who was the old polar bear sitting on the Fox's Glacier Mint. Had a couple for that. They both made it to the final. So we've got this one from Jez. Sorry, Peppy, you can't sit on my car. And no, I don't know where your Glacier Mint has gone. Brilliant. Okay. From Teresa. I was expecting the AA or the RAC, but I suppose you'll do. Come on, help us give it a push. You're no good that end. Very good. From Liz, another reference to geocache. Consistency is everything. Liz, I've told you there will be Glacier Mints in the geocache. Now keep looking. I'm freezing. Okay, my effort was from the polar bear. You push, I'll steer. And the winner from Susie is, listen to this. This is a caption. Succinct, learn. Have you ever heard of polar energy, mate? Have you ever heard of polar energy? Class. Oh, sorry, but that was just brilliant. That was it. Great caption. And here it is, the next one. Here's the next one. Have a look. Okay, that's the next one. The man is saying, and this is the invisible casserole dish with which I do my invisible cooking. Something like that. Okay, I'll put that in the chat. Thanks for playing. Can you all put them back into the caption competition chat? Because I'm useless, basically. Back in the chat. Cheers, guys.
Nick, that man's not famous, is he?
No, he's just from, I don't know, what, stock photos. He's not famous.
Okay.
What's he saying?
Yeah, got it.
Love it.
Chicho would like to say something.
Oh, hiya, Chicho.
Hi. So I would like to say something. It's the Women's Day, yeah, and I'd like to celebrate everyone, but in particular, Liz. Tomorrow is her birthday.
Hey.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Oh, maybe we should sing happy birthday to Liz.
Liz, you should make that really quiet.
Because there's no Juliet.
No, shall we sing happy birthday to Liz? Liz, will you forgive us if we do that?
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
she's not there. Come on then, Chico.
Let's do it.
Ready?
Happy birthday
Birthday
to
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy Liz. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, we love you, Liz.
Thank you.
And
Thank
We
you
actually,
so
love you.
much. Actually, Chi, it's actually Wednesday, but that's okay. And
Oh.
the other thing
Oh,
that's
yeah,
so
right.
lovely, the
Sorry.
other thing that's so lovely sharing it with you, actually, although I hate any fuss, I much prefer everybody else's. But why I like everybody else's is that I'm a twin, and my twin brother is 5 minutes younger than me. So it's really hard having a birthday on your own.
oh,
No, you had a twin.
I'm a
wow.
twin.
Where does your twin live?
He lives in Cambridge, and he's 5 minutes younger than me. So we never forget that.
No.
As
He's
it's your
called-
birthday
called Richard.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
would you like to
Thank you,
choose a song?
everybody.
Yeah, Fran, that's a good
Juliet.
idea. Liz, Juliet's not here, who was going to choose
All
this.
right.
So Liz, do you want to choose the song to play us out? I'm sure Nick will be able to find it if it's not
What
too
about,
obscure.
what about the Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday? That's,
Oh yeah, let's have
I mean,
that.
it's not exactly about, it's something much more important than me, but hey,
Yeah, well,
it's a happy
have it.
birthday song off the top of my head.
It's Stevie Wonder.
I'll share
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Because there is somebody whose birthday is on Sunday, I think.
Yeah,
Teresa.
that'll be mine.
Isn't that correct?
Okay, that's why that's
So I think,
as well. I'm
Teresa,
singing
next
this
week
song.
we should have you choose the song,
Oh.
and we should sing Happy Birthday to you on Monday
Oh,
next week.
okay. Oh, thanks very much. Now, Harry's got an announcement, haven't you, Harry, as well? I almost forgot. Do you want to tell everybody your news, Harry?
Yeah, I got some exciting news as well. I was told today my sister Lucy to have another baby again. And
Lovely.
I got a niece. It's having a baby girl, and her name is Florence.
Florence.
Harry's got a niece. How lovely,
Florence
Harry.
is going to be called Florence.
Nick, could you open the caption? Could you open the caption on the WhatsApp page for everyone?
Yeah, I think Nick's just putting it on. Brilliant.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
what
I've
a
done
fab
that.
show. Thank you to Tonk. Should we give Andrew a round of applause for being a mate? Amazing
Thank
show.
you.
Thank you very much.
So before we'll go, I'm going to end this. Don't forget this Thursday, it's Harry and Nick, and if you could send your songs about space on Thursday or Wednesday, so they can get the songs ready, and it's 4 o'clock on Thursday. And also, thank you to everyone on here for participating, and as all thanks to me and Tonk for helping you.
And me.
Thank you so much.
And
Thanks,
also,
Fran.
next Sunday's show is Reggae with me and Jacob.